Mm, you are doing well.
We thank God. We thank God. We thank God. Uh, so can we continue?
Yes, we can continue.
I hope the rest are there, and Steve, you are not the only person here. I hope the rest are on board.
Yeah, they are on board.
Can they say hi to me? Those of you can hear me. Can you say hi? Yeah, I know that all of you are on board.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please, who is this?
Justice here, please.
Who?
Justice.
Yeah, how are you?
Come find yourself.
Yeah, I'm also doing well. Who again is there? Where is Sayram? Oh, Sayram. Sayram, you might be around. How about Sayram? Hello? Collins, how are you?
I'm fine by the grace of God. How are you?
Amen. By His grace, the same grace. Okay, so let's go on. So last week, today we are doing two things. We are finishing with last week, what we were doing last week, and then we'll deal with what we are supposed to be doing today. So last week, let's quickly finish up within the next 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Let's finish up what we're trying to do last week. And then we'll continue with what we are supposed to be doing today. So last week, we were looking at programming. I was giving some brief fundamentals of programming. We look at what programming is. After all, the course we are doing is what? Mobile application development, which is basically a programming stuff. So we're looking at programming. I was giving some few fundamentals. We look at what programming is, why important the programming, why programming is important. And then we went on to look at the basic things you must know about carrying out computer program or writing computer instructions. So we spoke about programming languages. Then we went on to look at variables. In looking at variables, look at data types, and then we discussed the various data types, numeric data types, and character data types. And then from there we move to the operations. So operators, what operators are used for. We say that the operators define the type of processes that the computer should carry out on accepted data. So look at the three categories of operators. We discuss operators as in arithmetic operators. We look at the various arithmetic operators. Then we also look at the various logical operators and the relational operators. Now we ended up at representing decisions. So I'll continue with decisions and then looping construct, or what we call control of flow statement. Now, when you are writing a program, sometimes you need to control the flow of the program. You need to control the flow of the program. Basically, the processor executes computer instructions from top to bottom, left to right. But sometimes you need to control this flow. You need to tell the computer that this part of this code or this code that you're execute it based on the outcome of certain decisions. So you have what you call the selection construct or the decision construct, and then we have the looping construct. So we say many problems require decisions to be made. All decisions may or may not state an action to be taken if the condition is false. So decision constructs are basically used to execute a program or part of a program based on an outcome of a condition. I'm repeating again, decision constructs are basically used to execute a program or part of a program based on an outcome of certain conditions. Now, when we have decision construct, we have the if construct, and then we have the switch case construct. Now, the if construct, we have about three categories of if construct. We have what we call the simple if construct, then we have the if else construct, and then we have the if else if construct. Then we have the switch case construct. So let's look at the simple if construct. The simple if construct is just saying that if a certain condition is true, then the computer should execute this part of a program. If the condition is not true, nothing happens. That is what we call the simple if. So simple if contract, and I've displayed some syntax on the screen for you to see. Simple if construct will say that if a condition is true, then the computer should execute this certain set of instructions. However, if the condition is not true, then nothing happens. So for example, we are in the rainy season. So in case I'm about to go out and I say, if it rains, then I'll take a raincoat. If it rains, then I'll take a raincoat. So the condition for I taking the raincoat is for it to rain. Assuming I'm going out and it doesn't rain, then I do nothing. Because the condition is that if it rains, I'll take the raincoat. So the condition for I to take the raincoat is that it should rain. If it doesn't rain, I'll do nothing. The same thing, you can instruct the computer that if a certain condition is true, then perform this set of instructions, execute this set of instructions. If the condition is not true, nothing happens. That's what you call simple if. So we always use the if statement, the if, if, and then we bring the condition. And then when the condition is true, then the statement that needs to be executed is executed. Then we end. I mean, that is it. That is simple if. And then we also have the if else, the if else construct, which is a continuation of the simple if, which means that if the condition is true, then I will take you perform this set of action. However, if the condition is not true, you do another set of action. So that the if else. If the condition is true, you perform one set of action. If the condition is not true, you perform another set of action. That is what we use in branching. So for example, you are going somewhere and then you get to a T-junction. If you branch left, you are not going to use right. If you branch right, you are not going to use left. That is how the if-else statement does. So another example is, if it rains, I'll take a raincoat, else I'll pick a car. It's as if you have gotten to a T-junction of raining. So say, if it rains, then I'll take a raincoat. If it doesn't rain, then I'll board a car. So if it rains, I take the raincoat. If it doesn't rain, I will not take the raincoat, but rather I'll board the car. So that is what we use in branching, or selecting, or between two alternatives. If you want the program to execute two different paths based on the condition, then you'll be using what the if else condition. So for example, in the if else construct, the statement within the block of if is executed. So for example, we have the if, then we have the condition, then the statement comes just after. The statement that comes just under the if is executed. If the condition is not true, we will skip the statement that comes under the if and go to the statement under the else. So if the condition is true, we perform the statement that comes under the if and ignore what is under the else. If the statement is not true, we ignore if the condition is not true, we ignore the statement that comes under the if and then go and concentrate on the else. And then from next week when we start the programming, I'll be executing all these things so that you see the construct for them. So that is the if else if. It is used to choose between two alternatives based on the condition. Two alternatives based on the condition. If the condition is true, then one alternative is performed. If the condition is not true, the first alternative is ignored, and then the next alternative is performed. Then we have another one, the if else if. I didn't capture that one here. I didn't capture that one here, but we have another variation of the if, which is the if else if. If else if means that yes,
Please, I can't see your screen.
You can't see my screen. Then let me share it again because. But did you see the first one?
No, please. I was having issues with my phone, so I just logged in on the laptop.
Oh, okay. So let me share it again. Please, can you see it now?
No, please.
Yeah, I've just once again shared it.
We can see you, so maybe it's from your device, so you can cross check. So,
Okay.
So I was talking about the if else if. If you look at the simple if, which is if the condition is true, you perform this set of actions. If the condition is not true, nothing happens. You don't do anything. Then if you look at the if else, we are saying that if the condition is true, you perform a set of actions. If the condition is not true, you ignore that first set of action and then you concentrate on what? Another set of action, an alternative set of action. That's the if else if. And then we have the if else. And then we have the if else if. If the condition is true, you execute the first set of action. However, if the condition is not true, you evaluate another condition. I hope you are getting me. That's the if else if. So if the condition is true, processor execute these lines of instructions. However, if the condition is not true, instead of execute another set of instructions, evaluate another condition. And if that condition is true, then do this. If that condition is not true, you can evaluate another set of instructions. So that is the if else if. While the first condition is not true, you don't do anything but to evaluate another set of instructions. So that's the if else if. And then we have the switch case. You have the switch case construct. That one, it gives you a list of options, not only two. It will give you a list of options and then you choose one of them. So with the if statement, especially the if else, will give you two options to choose one from. But with the switch case, it will give you more than two options to choose one from. So that's the switch case. And as I said, hopefully, when I start doing the real programming, you will see how these things work. So that is the decision construct. In programming, basically, we have these four types of decision construct. Simple if else, if, and switch case. And I say simple if, it is used to ask the computer to execute a set of instructions based on an outcome of a condition. If the condition is true, that set of instructions is executed. If the condition is not true, the computer does nothing. That is the simple if. And then we have the if else. The if else is used to choose between two alternative set of instructions based on the condition. If the condition is true, then the first alternative set of instructions is executed, ignoring the second set of instructions. If the condition is not true, then the first set of instructions is ignored, and then the second set of instructions is what? Is executed. So we use it to branch. We use the if else to branch or to choose between two alternatives. The if else. We use it to choose between two alternatives. And then we have the if else if. If else if. If the condition is true, then you execute this set of instructions. However, if the condition is not true, we evaluate another condition. We don't execute another set of instructions, but we evaluate another condition. If that second condition is true, then we can execute a set of instructions. Or if it is not true, we may evaluate another condition. So the if else if have more than one condition being evaluated. I repeat, the if else if have more than one condition be evaluated, while the simple if and then the if else have only one condition being evaluated. And then based on the outcome, a certain set of instructions are executed. And then we have the switch case. With the switch case, you have alternatives, more than two alternatives. So you may have a list of options, and then you may ask the computer based on the selection of one option, whatever comes under it is executed. So we use the switch case to create what is referred to as what? A menu program. The switch case is used to create a menu program. So these are the decision construct or the selection construct. Now we move to the repetitions. Okay, we move to repetitions, where we ask the computer to repeat a program or a part of a program several times. Repetition, we ask the computer to repeat a program or a part of a program more than once. So while the computer is repeating a program more than once, we say repetition is taking place. Another word is iterative or what? Looping. Iterative or what? Looping. So a loop is a sequence of instructions that will be repeated more than once. A loop is a sequence of instructions that will be repeated more than once. Now, if you are performing a loop, there are three things you should bear in mind if you want to repeat a program. There are three things you should bear in mind. The first one is there should be a condition that needs to be satisfied for the repetition to take place. So the condition you must bear in mind, or the things you must bear in mind if you want to repeat a program or part of a program, is that there should be a certain condition that needs to be satisfied before you can repeat an action. Then the second one, there should be the action you are repeating. When we say you are repeating something, it means that you have done something before and you are looping, you are repeating it again. So there should be an action you are repeating. And then the third point is that you should know the number of times you are repeating. You cannot perform something once and say I'm repeat. No. If you perform something once, that's not repetition. So repetition goes with a number of times a certain action is performed. That's the meaning of repetition. So if you are repeating a program or a part of a program, then you should have these three things in your mind. One, there should always be a condition based on which a repetition is taking place. So for example, you keep coming to class until we end this semester. Every Saturday you keep coming to class. So when you wake up in the morning, the condition is that, am I done with this semester? No, then you will repeat. I hope you are getting me. So you evaluate a condition. Are we done with the semester? No, then I have to go to class. So that's the condition for repetition. And then what action are you repeating? The coming to class. You always come to class until the condition becomes false. And then how many times are you coming to class? For a semester, it's about 12 or what? 13 weeks. So at least you'll be repeating these sessions 13 times. So probably this is the third time, and then we have about 10 more times to go. So that is what you should have in your mind. That if you are writing a program, a set of instructions to repeat a program or part of a program, you should have the condition based on which you are repeating, the action you are repeating, and then you determine the number of times you need to repeat. Now, when we come to repeating, we have different types of repeating. We have what you call the while loop or the while repeating. We use the keyword there is while. And then we have repeat until loop. And then we have the for loop. And then we have the go to loop. I will explain the three. I will explain all. So we have the while loop, we have the repeat until loop, we have the for loop, and then we have the go to loop. However, for programming, programmers use more of the while loop and then the for loop. They are almost the same, but they are not the same. The while loop and the for loop is what we use most when we are writing a program. So let's look at the while loop. Remember I said that for you to repeat something, there should be a condition based on which you are repeating. Then there should be the action you are repeating, and then you should determine the number of times you are repeating. So if you are using the while loop, you bring the while, the keyword is while, WHILE, the while, and then you bring your condition. And then once the condition is true, then whatever comes under the while is executed. and then you determine the number of times it has to what? Repeat. So once again, when we start the real programming in that, I will execute an example for you to see. So with the while loop, you evaluate the while keyword is there, and then in front of the while keyword, you bring a condition. And once the condition is true, then you repeat what comes under the while. After performing what comes under the while, you determine if you need to repeat it or not. So that is the while loop. So this is the flow chart for the while loop. Slide number 34. You see the flow chart for the while loop. You initialize an index and then you test the condition. If the condition is true, you perform whatever you want to perform, and then you go back and then you initialize the condition, then you test it again. However, if the condition is false, you stop the loop. So once the condition is false, you stop the loop. But if the condition is true, you go back, perform the action again, evaluate the condition again. Once the condition is true, you go back, perform the action again, evaluate the condition again. When it is true, you go back, perform the action again. So this is the while loop. So let's take the example again. So you wake up in the morning. Today, do I have class this Saturday? Yes. Then you log into the session. Then the next Saturday, do I have class this Saturday? So the condition to repeat logging into the session is that you should have class. So once the answer is yes, true, you have class this Saturday, then you log into the class. But one day you wake up and then you ask yourself, do I have class this Saturday? When the condition, the answer is no, false, then you not log into the class. So this is the while loop. When I am coding, we'll see example. Then we have the repeat until loop. The repeat until loop. So in the repeat until loop, the body of the loop is executed once, regardless of the condition being true or false, and then the condition is met. The difference between the while loop and the repeat until. Another name for the repeat until is what? The do while. And then the while is what? While do. So repeat until is also known as what? The do while. And then the while loop is called the while do. So while the condition is true, do this. Go and check the condition again. If it is true, do this. So for the while loop, you need to evaluate the condition first before you perform the first action. For the while loop, you need to evaluate the condition first before you perform the first action. Meanwhile, for the repeat until or the do while, you perform the first action before you come and evaluate the condition. That's the difference between the two. So the do while will tell you that attend class first.
But you want to
Attend the first. Yes. Any question? Hello, Eliam, can you see?
Sir, please, I still can't see. I can only hear you.
Oh, then what is wrong with the screen? Okay, let me share it for the last 5 minutes. Let me share it for the last 5 minutes. Let's all see.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm sharing again. Can you see slide number 35? Can you see?
No, please.
Oh, then there's a problem there. The rest, can you see?
Yes.
Steven, can you see?
Yes, sir, we can
Yes, sir.
see.
You can see there, Eliam, please.
Yeah,
You let's go. But Eliam, you can hear me, right?
Yes, please, I can hear
No
you.
worry, the slides are up. I have uploaded everything on the LMS, so you guys can download it. Okay.
Okay.
So on the LMS, you have what we did the first week. You have this one that I'm going through with, and then you have what you are supposed to be doing today. All the 3 topics are there. Okay. There's some few other items, so you can download them.
Okay, thank you.
So you pay attention, you understand. So I'm
Okay.
saying that when we come to the looping construct, we have the while do, and then we have the do while. Another name for the do while is the repeat until. The difference is that with the while do, or what we normally call the while loop, you will need to evaluate the condition first. And then if the condition is true, you perform the action and go back and evaluate. So with the while do, the condition is first evaluated before the repetition is done. But with the do while, you do the first action first. You do the action first before you come and then you what? You evaluate. You first have to perform the action. So let's look at the difference between do. Assuming I'm using this section as an example. Okay. With the while do, you ask yourself, am I done with this semester? When the question is no, or you are not done, you come and join the session. So you evaluate the condition, you are not done, then you come and join the session. The session is the action you are performing. But the do while, you first join the session first. So maybe you do the first one, and then you ask yourself, hey, are we done? No, the next week we are coming back. So that is the difference between the two. With one of them, you evaluate the condition before you perform the action, and then you go back and evaluate the condition. But with the other one, or the repeat until, you do the work first, evaluate the condition, and go back and do the work, and then come and evaluate the condition, go back and do the work, and come and evaluate the condition. In the repeat until or do while loop, in this loop, if the condition is true, the body of the loop is executed again. If the condition is false, the control comes out of the loop. And next week, I'll be programming with you so you see the different types of this loop. So, and we have the for loop. We have the for loop. The for loop behaves the same as the while loop. That one too, you have a condition that you must satisfy, and then you have the number of times that you must repeat. And so next week I'll be coding. I say for programming, we use more of the while and then the for. So this brings us to the end of what we were supposed to be doing last week. Any question for me? Any question for me? So the slides and then the PDFs, the slide is on the LMS. I uploaded it up. So any question for me? Hello, any question for me? For last week's lesson. We are now moving to today's lesson. Please, any question for me?
No, sir.
Okay, so let's start with today's lesson. Please ask if you don't understand something, just ask, and then we will look at it. Okay. So let's go to today's lesson. Let's go to today's lesson. Let me pick it up. And then there we are. Topic 3. Topic 3. I hope you can see my slide. Topic 3. Mobile application. Can you see the slides?
Yes, sir.
So today we are looking at mobile application development tools and installations. In other words, if you want to develop a mobile applications, what are some of the programming languages or tools you need and how to install them? That's what we are seeing today. We are discussing today. If you want to develop a mobile application, what are some of the tools you need, development tools you need, and how to install them? So at the end of today's lesson, I will introduce you to mobile application development tools. We will see some of the features of these tools. We will look at their advantages and disadvantages, and then we will see how to install them and how to begin using them. So today we are doing quite a lot of things, so that from next week we'll start the real coding. Okay, so we'll introduce ourselves to some of the development tools. Then we'll look at their features, what they are made up of, and what each of them does. And then we'll look at how to install the advantages and disadvantages and how to install them. Now, if you look on your screen, you see that I'm using two computers. So I'll be sharing both. When I get there, I'll be using both to explain some of the components. So what are some of the tools you will need to have as a programmer if you want to develop a mobile application? What are some of the tools? You may need to install what you call the Visual Studio Code, VS Code application. It's an IDE. I will explain what an IDE is. So if you want to develop a mobile application, you may need the Visual Studio Code. Please, this one is different from Visual Studio. This one is Visual Studio Code. It is an IDE. Then you will need the Flutter framework. And then you will need the Dart programming language. And then you need the Android Studio. So these are the 4 tools that basically you may need to be able to develop a mobile app. You may need a Visual Studio Code. You may need the Flutter framework. You may need the Dart programming language, and then you may need an Android Studio. Sometimes you may choose between Visual Studio and what? Sometimes you can. Okay, so let me explain what they do. Then I'll end. The Visual Studio Code is for the programming. That is your IDE. That is your integrated development environment. An IDE is a software that enables us to program. It provides the editor for writing program using a particular programming language. So an IDE, the full name is I for integrated, D for development, E for environment, integrated development environment. It's a software that provides the right interfaces and the editor to develop other softwares. That's the IDE. So every programmer needs an IDE. For example, if you want to program using the Visual Basic Language, VB, then we have the Visual Studio for VB. If you want to program using, for example, using the Java, then we have what you call the NetBeans or Eclipse. That is the IDE for Java. So for mobile application, the IDE that is normally used, I'm choosing my words well, is normally used, is what is known as the Visual Studio Code, VS Code IDE. The second one is the Flutter framework. The Flutter framework enables mobile apps to run on the various platforms. So now, when we talk about platform, we are talking about the various type of operating systems we are having. So we have the Windows operating systems, we have the Linux operating system. Now, if you are using mobile application, we have the Android operating system, we have the iOS, we have the Mac OS. These are various platforms. Now, you can use the Flutter framework to develop a particular mobile app, and you can deploy them on all these platforms. So it is the Flutter framework that enables us to run the mobile app on these various platforms. It can be Windows platform, it can be Linux, it can be Android OS, iOS, or whatever. You need the Flutter framework. So technically, you cannot develop a mobile app without installing the Flutter framework. And then the programming language you'll be using is what is called the Dart programming language. Remember that you cannot develop an application without using a programming language. That's the language that you'll be writing your instructions in. So for mobile application development, the programming language you need is what? The Dart programming language. And then you need the Android Studio, because much of our mobile phones is using the Android operating system. It is the Android Studio that is going to convert your program that you've written through the programming language and then the Flutter framework to deploy it to your Android phone. So whatever you are doing, if you want to see it on your Android mobile phone, then you need the Android Studio. Any question for me before I go on? So these are the tools you need to install before you can create a mobile app. Any question for me? Any question?
No, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so remember, Can we go on?
Yes, sir. I want to ask
So, yes, ask your question.
if hello, sir. Please can you hear me? I want to ask if there's that's programming language is the main programming language for web applications.
That programming language can be also used for web application, but technically it's not a web application. It is basically used to develop a mobile application, but you can also deploy it in developing some web. We'll get there when we're looking at the features. You'll see it there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hello. But it is not for a web app. We have the programming languages for web app, but though you can use it also to develop. The feature does not support too much web app. But let me say this: these 4 tools, you can decide to use only 3 of them instead of the 4. So Flutter should always be there. The Dart programming language should always be there, and then you can decide to ignore the Visual Studio Code and then do the programming in Android Studio. It is also allowed. So you can install only Android Studio and incorporate the Dart programming language in it. However, to make this easier, you are using all the 4. Any other questions so that I go on? Any other question? Any other question? Can we then go on? Okay, so let's take them one by one. The Visual Studio Code, what is it? The Visual Studio Code, as I said, is an integrated development environment deployed by Microsoft. So the Visual Studio Code was developed by Microsoft. It is used to develop applications for Windows, for Linux, for Mac OS, and for the web browsers. So it is deployed by Microsoft, and you can use it to develop applications for Windows. You can use it to deploy applications for Linux. You can use it to develop applications to run on what? Mac OS. And then you can also use it to develop applications to run on what? Web browsers. VS Code has support for debugging, syntax highlighting, intelligent code completion, snippet, code refactoring, and embedded version control with Git. So when we talk about debugging, we say that VS Code can enable you to correct errors as you code. That's the meaning of debugging. In programming, when we say a bug, B-U-G, it means an error. Debug means that you are correcting the errors. So we are saying that if you are using Visual Studio Code, VS Code, as you are typing, if there are errors, it will enable you to what? To debug, to correct the errors. The syntax highlighting. Every programming language has what you call its syntax and its semantics. The syntax is the grammar involved in the programming language. The grammar. So as you are using VS Code, if you are issuing the command and the command does not make sense, the grammar does not make sense, the VS Code will tell you that, Master, this command you are issuing here, this line doesn't make sense. So that is what? Syntax highlighting. Then intelligent code completion. Sometimes as you are typing, before you finish, the VS Code itself will suggest solutions for you. So as you are typing, the solution will come. You will see the solution. Do this one to complete, or do you want to do this, and then you want to do this. So these are some of the advantages. These are some of the things that VS Code support. Users can change the theme, keyboard shortcut, and preferences, as well as install extensions that add functionality. So you can do a lot of things when you are using VS Code. And as we use it and we go on, you will learn some of these things you can do. Features of the VS Code. When I come to the installation, they will see some of these features physically. So VS Code has what you call what? The code editor. The code editor, please, I am starting the next machine. So I'm going to show you the code editor in VS Code. Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute, okay. Then I'll show you the code editor in VS Code with the other machine. The code editor is a part of the VS Code that enables you to do your typing. That enables you to do your typing. Okay, so let's finish, and then when we go to let me finish with the slides, and then when I open the interface, I'll be explaining it. So VS Code had the code editor, the part of the software that enables you to do your program, write your programs. So VS Code introduces source code editor that can be used with a variety of languages. So on that editor, you can use Java, you can use C++, you can do your coding in Fortran or whatever, JavaScript, to create your program. If you look at slide number 7, I've listed some of the programming language that you can use on the VS Code to create your program. Then, like I said, it had the debugging feature. VS Code features a built-in debugger designed to enhance the development process. So as you are coding, you can be correcting errors within the VS Code environment. Okay, as you are coding, you can be correcting errors. Then we have the file management and workspace. VS Code allows users to open one or more directories. So VS Code works with folders instead of projects. And I'll demonstrate how it works when we get there. VS Code works with folders, directories instead of projects, which can then be saved in workspace for future reuse. VS Code allows it to operate a language agnostic code editor for many languages. So the same editor you are using, you can convert a code. Let's say you've written something in Dart and you want to convert it to Java. You can easily convert the Dart program to Java, or you can convert the Java program to C#. I hope you are getting me. That's what we mean by language agnostic editor. So once the languages have been the extension has been incorporated to the VS Code, assuming I'm coding using JavaScript and I want to change it to PHP or change it to ASP, you can easily change it for me. VS Code supports many programming languages and a set of features that differ per languages. So, for example, if you take a language like Java and then you take a language like C#, they look similar. But if you are using VS Code, it will tell you the part that are similar and it will tell you the part that differ. Okay, but remember that when we are using VS Code, we are basically using directories. And when I come to the program side, you see it. Another feature of VS Code is the command palette, and you see where you use a lot of commands. So in VS Code, basically you'll be using the command prompt to be issuing your command, and then we have a part of it that you can choose whatever you want to do from. So many Visual Studio Code features are not exposed through menus or user interface, can be accessed via the command palette. So when I get there, you see the command palette is able to execute virtually every feature that the graphical user interface supports, making it very keyboard sensible. So in VS Code, you may basically be using command, and you can be clicking on the command palette and then you be issuing your command. Then we have what we call remote development. You can use VS Code to be somewhere and code, and others people will access it. So VS Code support remote development through extensions such as remote SSH, remote containers, and the remote WSL. Now, when we talk about remote WSL, let me use that. You know, as we said, VS Code was developed by Microsoft to basically run on Windows, but you can use remote WSL to run on Linux. Okay, so instead of just you have connected the software to Windows, but if you have a Linux machine, you can be coding from Linux to the Windows. That's what the remote WSL is. And then the remote SSH means that your shell is secure from what? From bugs. These tools enables users to connect and develop within remote environment, including servers and containers. So you don't need, you can be anywhere. In a sense, what this feature is saying that you can use VS Code. Once you're on the internet, you can be anywhere and you can develop your code at anywhere at any time. Another feature is the web-based, like you were asking. You can use VS Code to develop a web application. So enables you to use VS Code to develop your web application if you have the right browser and then you install the right extensions. Then we have extensibility and customization. VS Code can be extended by extension. You can add so many programs to it and then you can use it. The source control, you can use VS Code to control your source and come out with various versions of the same program. So you can be making changes to the same program and you can be launching them with what? With various versions. And then as you code, you see it. So we have some few advantages of the VS Code. It supports multi-programming languages. We've said that when you are using VS Code, you can have so many programs on it. It has a wide range of features that make programming easier. You can customize the VS Code to do so many things for you. Okay. It has a large community of developers. VS Code has a large community of developers who create and maintain extensions and proxies that add new functionality to the editor. So a lot of people are involved in enhancing the functionality of VS Code. This means you can find a wide range of extensions to help with your coding workflow. It is fast and it is very efficient. Disadvantages, sometimes if you don't know how to use it, or if you are now beginning to use it, it can be very overwhelming. So VS Code can be overwhelming for beginners who are new to coding and may not need all the features it offers. So when we go to the interface, you see it has a lot of interfaces, and if you are not very careful, or if you don't know how to use it, then you suffer small. But once you are able to start using it well, you see that using it is more easier than some of these already existing IDEs. It requires more configuration. Because you can add more extensions to it from different programs. It means that sometimes you must take your time to work, to do the configuration and make sure that these different programs are working well with the editor. So this can be a disadvantage for developers who prefer a more streamlined setup. Then it is resource intensive. It uses a large of computer resources like the memory and then the hard disk space. So you may ask, when we go to the installation, you see that we have the minimum requirement of memory space that should be available for you to install VS Code. You can use a very large amount of memory space. Okay, this can be a disadvantage for developers who have older or less powerful computers. So if you want to use VS Code, your computer should have larger memory space and the speed should be very fast. Now we come to the Flutter framework. We say that the Flutter framework is the technology that allows mobile applications to run on various platforms. So the Flutter framework will allow the mobile app you are developing to either run on Linux, you can convert it to run on Windows, you can convert it to run on Mac OS, you can convert it to run on Android operating system, iOS. So Flutter is a simple and high performance framework based on the Dart language. Okay, and why is it a framework? Because it allows you to run on different operating systems. Flutter uses already developed codes known as what? Wk3. Okay, so Flutter also offers many ready-to-use Wk3 to create mobile application. Now from next week, you'll see what a Wk3 is. Wk3 are the various icons that you see on your mobile app. And these are already developed in Flutter. So depending on what you want to do and which icon you use. So we say a Wk3 is a small interactive application component that provides quick access to information or function without opening the full app. So if you look on your mobile phones, you see those various icons on your phones. For example, if you go to your first page on your mobile phones, when you log in, for example, I can see here my WhatsApp icon. The WhatsApp icon is wicked. The setting icon is wicked. Okay, the Facebook icon is a wicked. So all these little icons and diagrams that you can see on your mobile phones are known as what? Wicked. And that is what we use to develop mobile phones. And these are incorporated in Flutter. So widgets are usually displayed on the device home screen, lock screen, and notification panel. And that is what the Flutter offers. It offers you these little icons so that you can use them depending on what you are doing to create your mobile applications. Let's look at some of the features of Flutter framework. Flutter is also cross-platform. Flutter allows developers to write one code base and run it on different platforms. When I'm talking about platform, we are talking about operating systems. So you can code just one code in Flutter, and then you can deploy it. The same program can be deployed on an Android phone. You can deploy it on a website. You can deploy it on a Windows. You can deploy it on a Mac OS, or you can deploy it on what? On Linux, depending on which one you are using. So that is the first feature. Second, Flutter enables fast development with hot reload. The hot reload feature allows developers to instantly see changes made in their code. So fast development, once you make a little change in Flutter, then you see that it will quickly reflect in your user interface. The Flutter offers rich user interfaces. Like I said, we have, if you take your Android phone, I'm using an Android phone here, all those icons you can see are offered by Flutter. So Flutter provides beautiful and customizable widgets for designing attractive applications. So they are there. If you take your Android phones, you see all those icons there. Those are the widgets that Flutter provides for you to create your app. Flutter uses the Dart programming language. We said that already. Flutter uses the Dart programming language. Flutter is high performance system. Flutter applications compile directly to native machine code. And Flutter uses what? Widget. Everything in Flutter is built using what? Widget. Examples are buttons, text, images, and layouts. So we'll look at it when we start next week. When we start developing our code, we'll be using the widget, and then you see. Okay, let's go to some advantages of Flutter. So Flutter has a large repository of software packages, which lets you to extend the capabilities of your application. Now, Flutter uses a lot of what you call application programming interfaces, or APIs. An API is an already existing code. You don't develop it. So it is already existing piece of a program that, depending on what you use, you are doing, you can just go and plug it and come and use. That is an API, an already developed existing code that you can just take it and then come and use. So for example, if I am creating a mobile app and I need to use the settings, or do settings on my mobile app, I don't need to create a new icon or interface for the setting. The setting widget has already been created in Flutter. So I just deploy it and use it because it is an API. When I'm teaching this thing, I explain an API as follows. If you are preparing a tea, let's say Milo tea or a coffee tea, what you are manufacturing is the tea, but the Milo has already been manufactured. You don't manufacture the Milo. You, the tea maker, don't manufacture the sugar. You don't manufacture the milk. These are already manufactured products that you use in making your tea. It's the same thing with what? That programming languages. a lot of the things you'll be using there have already been developed. And they have been packaged with what is known as packages. So you just deploy and then you use. So that is the first advantage of what? Using Flutter. You don't reinvent the wheel. The wiki and everything has already been done for you. 2, developers need to write just a simple code base, and we've said that Flutter can be deployed on different platforms. The Flutter needs lesser testing because of each single code base. It is sufficient if we write automated tests once for both platforms. So with Flutter, since a lot of the icons and whatever you've been doing has already been developed, you don't test it much. Once you deploy it, you can start using it. With Flutter, developers have full control over the widget and their layout. Flutter offers great developer tools with amazing hot reload. So that's the advantage of Flutter. Disadvantage: if you want to use Flutter, then you must learn the Dart programming language as to be used. So we'll be using that within Flutter and Dart from next week. You must learn the Dart programming language. So you can be a Java programmer, but once you want to develop a mobile app, you must learn that using Flutter. Remember, with that Flutter tool, you cannot develop a mobile app. And if you want to develop a mobile app using Flutter, then you must learn the Dart programming language. Okay, so that is basically, you can read the disadvantage of Flutter. Then we go to the programming language itself. Dart. What is Dart? Dart is a programming language that enables you to develop a mobile application. It is an object-oriented, class-based, garbage-collected language. Let me explain this ways. An object-oriented programming language enables us to create, is a language that enables us to create a program to mimic real-life objects. When we say a programming language is an object-oriented programming language, it means that basically everything you'll be using within the programming language is seen as an object. An object. And an object is anything that has a set of attributes and performs a function. So a programming language which is object-oriented enables you to code everything in the form of object with a set of attributes that performs a function. I don't know if you understand. We have procedural programming languages, and then we have object-oriented programming languages. Object-oriented programming languages enables you to use objects. Some of the objects mimic the real-life objects. Okay, so we say that an object is anything that has a set of attributes and performs and offers some functionality. Now, once you are talking about object, then we are talking about class. A class is just a group of what? Objects with similar functions. And from next week when I'm coding, you'll see that I'll be using classes there. A class is a group of objects with similar function. Then we say what? That is a garbage collected language. Garbage collection means that once you are using that and you close the program, or you close a program that you have used that to develop, the garbage collector comes to play and clears the memory. It clears the memory. So that enables you to quickly clear the memory once you finish executing its programs. And it also enables you to use what? C** syntax, which you can be using. So it can compile to machine code, JavaScript, or what? WebAssembly. So that, like we said, like I think Stevie, one of you, or you might ask me if you can use that to create a website. Yes, it has some website functionality. That support interfaces, magazines, abstract classes, refined generics, and then type interfaces. I will use some of them. Okay. Unlike other programming languages, that does not support arrays, but it can enable you to create corrections that duplicate structures such as arrays. So we'll be using it as we go on. Features of that, we say one, that is object-oriented. So with object orientation, every object has some characteristics. I've talked about classes. Every object belongs to a class. So that supports a group of similar objects. When you are coding, you say that, oh, this, for example, when you look at your mobile app, if you look at your Android phone, if you have your Android phone, you can go there and then you see Google, the Google widget. You see that under Google, you see Google, you see Chrome, you see Gmail, you see Maps, you see YouTube, you see Drive, and then you see what? Meet. These 6 things under Google are a group of objects, widget, that is packaged into what? Into classes. Then every object has what we call inheritance. Every object inherits something from another object. Then we have every object has what? Polymorphism. Every object behaves differently under different circumstances. So these are the object of it. So that support all these features. Then we say another feature is that has enable you to have what you call struct typing. That is statically typed language. That means that we have what you call compile time binding, and then we have runtime binding. When you use that to declare your variables are checked and the value added before you compile. I need to take my time to explain this. We have what you call compile time binding, and then we have runtime binding. So whenever you use that to create variables, the variables are assigned values before the program compiles and executes. There are some programs you assign the values when you are executing. So that's what you call runtime binding. As you execute, then you assign the value. That is runtime. But that's what you call compile time. The values are assigned before you compile. So if you need to change the values in the variable, then you must go back to the code. That's what you mean by compile time binding. Then we talk about garbage collection. That uses garbage collection to automatically manage memory, freeing developers from manual memory management tasks. So when you are using that, once you have finished executing that program, the garbage collector comes and clears the memory for you. That is how this feature known as the just-in-time and ahead-of-time features. In other words, that during development, the just-in-time compiler enables fast interactions and hot reloading. So as you are coding, you are seeing the result. Once you code, just right time, you are seeing the result. You don't need to code and then save and come and compile and see the result. No. Once you are coding, you are seeing the result. That is that. And it also suggests completions for you. So that is what you call ahead of time compilation. So once you are coding, it is suggested this thing that you are doing, this is what you want to end, or this is how you must end it. It's suggested for you. That's what you mean by what? Ahead of time. So for deployment, the ahead of time compilation produces highly optimized standalone executables in that programming language. It suggests completions for you. Advantages of that programming language. One, that offers fast development cycles. Two, it has a straightforward syntax, which makes it easy to learn and use. So if you want to learn that, it's very easy to learn and use. That is also well supported by the large community of developers. So if you go online, people can teach you easily how to use it. And then it offers scalability and flexibility, allowing the language to be deployed on multiple platforms. So you can use that to create a lot of programs that can run on different operating systems. And then finally, the language has a powerful tooling environment, including debugging and profiling tools. So these are the advantages. Disadvantages of that. That does not offer the same level of performance as that of C# and Java. So they are all object-oriented. The C# and Java, they are all object-oriented programming language. But that is not as powerful as Java and C#. The language does not have a larger user base, meaning finding help is difficult. That is relatively a new programming language. So a lot of people have not come on board, though it is increasing. Okay. That does not have a wide range of available libraries for web development. That's what I was saying at the beginning of the class. So though you can use that to develop some web programs, there are a lot of things you cannot use that to do on the internet. It doesn't have those libraries. And then the language can be too verbose at times, making it difficult to read and understand. It is relatively a new programming language that is coming up. So as time goes on, the community will refine it and it will be easier for us to use it. Excuse me. The last development tools I wanted to discuss before we come to the installation is what is known as the Android Studio. And what the Android Studio does is the Android Studio that converts the program that you have used that to write within the Flutter framework into your Android phone. So once you have the Android phone, it is the Studio, that software, that will convert the program into what? Android. You can download it on Windows, Mac OS, and Linux operating system. So Android Studio is there. I've talked about VS Code. If you are coding mobile app, you can use both the VS Code and the Android with Flutter. It depends on which one you want to use, like I'm using. It has these features. It has these features and have these advantages and disadvantages. You can read these ones from when you come to this thing on the slide. It has both advantages and disadvantages. I quickly want us to move to the installation of these technologies. Please give me some few minutes. I'll be with you, okay? Let me take you some water. I'll be with you. Are we okay? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello,
Let me
sir.
take you some water.
Okay.
I'll be with you. Just a minute.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So let's start again. I'm back. For where we've got into. Okay, so let's go on. I'll come back. I'll use the other machine to capture you when we get there. So let's see how we do the installation of these 4 tools. We talk about the VS Studio Code. We talk about the Flutter framework. We talk about the Dart programming language. And then we talk about the Android Studio. We need to install all of them to use them. How do we install them? So let's start with what? Installing the Visual Studio Code. It should be Visual Studio Code. Please note the difference between Visual Studio and then the Visual Studio Code. We are talking about installing the Visual Studio Code. The Visual Studio Code is available for Windows. If you are using Windows operating system, you can have the Windows version through a user installer. So there are 3 ways you can install the Visual Studio Code. You can have a user installer, you can use the system installer, and then you can use the zip archive. So these are the 3 ways. But for your practices, go in for the user installer because that is very easy to install. The user setup is the recommended installation. Please don't use system installer or the zip archive. Just use the user installer because it is the recommended installation for most people. Okay. The difference between the three is that with the user installer, you don't need any administrator permission. You don't need any administrator permission to use the user installer. But with the system installer, you need administrator permission. Okay, and then the zip code, the zip archive, you need to unzip. So if you download the VS code that you want to install, just use the user installer. If you look at slide 40, there's a table there. You see that, so if you are using the setup type, user setup, then you can install VS Code for your Windows account. You don't need any administrator permission. But if you are using the system setup, then you can install VS Code to be used on a machine by a lot of users. If you are using the system setup, it means that you have a centralized machine somewhere. You've installed the VS Code on it, and people can connect and use it on that machine. Okay, that's why you need what? The administrator permission to do the installation. So let's see how you use it with the user installer, not the system installer, the user installer. Let's see how you use. First, download it. So let's go. Download the Visual Studio Code. Go to Windows, and then, or you go to Google, type Visual Studio Code setup. It will send you to Microsoft, and then you download the setup. The setup is known as VS Code User Setup version.ext. So you download this VS Code User Setup. You download it. When you download it, by default, the user setup will be installed automatically on this pad. So on your drive C, if users, then your username, and then you see the app data local program. So when I go to where I've installed it on the other machine, I'll show you the path. So it will automatically add it. Once you are using the VS Code User Setup, once you download and then you click on install, it will automatically add it and then will configure the path for you. You don't need to reconfigure the path. After it has finished installing, you can restart your computer and start using it. So that one is very easy. When I go to the other machine, I'll show you what the VS Code is and its interface. So that is using the user setup. And I said that is the simplest. If you want to use the system setup too, then you can use the system setup. You can download it from Windows, from Microsoft, use it, and then, but that one you need administrator permission. So at the time of installing your operating system, whatever the administrator does, that's what you use there. And then you can also install it from a zip file. You can download the Visual Studio Code zip file, unzip it, and then install it. So in all, I've given you the steps for doing these three things. But the same one is using the word, the user setup. That's the same one on slide number 40. So go to the step, and then I've given you the steps. So when you download, then you run the installer, and then you go to the step, and then you can use it. It's very easy to use. Please, with the Visual Studio Code, when you are almost all of them, but when you are downloading and installing, make sure your internet is on. Download and install when your internet is on. Make it live, because all of them, as all the 4 tools, as you are installing, they may be downloading certain features from the internet as well. So for all the tools, the Visual Studio Code, the Flutter framework, the Dart programming language, and then the Android Studio Code, as you are installing them, let your internet be on. Now let's go to the Flutter. How do we install the Flutter? The Flutter, you go to the URL that will be displayed on the screen. So https flutter.develop/ document, and then you see, you download. If you go to this website, I've given you the link there. You download the Flutter SDK. Okay, now we are in 2006, so you look at the 2026 version, and then you download it for Windows. We have the one for Linux, we have the one for Mac OS. We are talking for, because you are using Windows operating system, you have to download the Flutter SDK for Windows 2006. Then when you download it, it will come in the form of what? A zip file. So you see Flutter underscore Windows so and so stable.zip. It will come in the form of a zip file. After you have downloaded and the downloading is complete, unzip the zip file. Unzip it. So unzip the zip archive in folder. So go to drive C, you see the Flutter folder there, or create a Flutter folder and then unzip the zip file. Copy the unzip Flutter folder to drive C, like we've done. When you are there, I'll demonstrate here. When you copy to drive C, go to drive C, open source folder, and then I'll show you when I come to the other machine. Okay, I'll show you when I come there. And then you can, so you follow the step. I've given you the step. Step 1, what you should do. Step 2, unzip the folder. Step 3, copy the unzip folder. Step 4, go to drive C. Step 5, open source folder. Step 6, paste the unzip folder in the source folder. Step 7, go to the environment variable, and I'll show you when I come to that machine, and then update the environment variable. And then when you are done, you run the following command. You open your command prompt, and then you issue what you call the Flutter doctor command. Once you are able to do step 1 to 7, then you can, and everything is successful. You want to check if everything is there. So you open the command prompt, and then you type the Flutter doctor command. It will tell you what you have in your system and what you don't have. And I'll do that with you when I come to the next machine. I'll show you. Now let's go to that programming language. Before I come to the VS Code. Once you install Flutter, you can activate that programming language in your VS Code. I'll show you how to do that. Once you install Flutter, you can activate that programming language in the VS Code. So I'll show you how to do that. Okay. Now the next one is to install the VS. The next one is to install your Android Studio. With the Android Studio 2, you can download it. But before you download Android Studio, make sure you have downloaded the Java software development kit, Java SC development kit. You need to install this software, Java SC development kit, from the Oracle website, and install it first before you can download and install your Android Studio. So once you've installed the Java SC development toolkit, then you can download the Android Studio and then install them and then connect them and then use. But make sure, like I said, your internet is working before you download the Android Studio, and then you can configure it and use it. Now, so I'll stop here. I am not stopping. I am changing the machines. Okay, I'm changing the machine. So I'll stop, come out of this machine, and then log on to the other machine with this thing. So wait for me. I'm coming. Wait for me. I'm coming. Please, can you hear me? Hello? Stephen?
Hello, sir. Please, we can hear
We
you.
can hear
Okay,
you.
so I have switched on to another machine. Now, we are going to take it one by one. If you install the VS Code, if you look on my desktop, you see that I've put the mouse on it. You see VS Code, Visual Studio Code. Have you seen it? Look on my desktop. You see some symbol there like X. They are free Visual Studio Code. Please, can you see it?
Yes, sir, we can see it.
Okay, so when you install the Visual Studio, that is the icon on your desktop that you see. That is the icon on your desktop that you see. Now I am launching it. I'm opening it. So let's wait, let it launch. So I'm launching it. I'm resharing the screen again so that you see it. If you open the Visual Studio Code, this is what you see. I hope you can see. A dark interface has been opened. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Hello, can you see?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Okay, so that is your Visual Studio Code. When you open it, that is what comes. So this is the environment where you'll be doing your typing. This is the environment where you'll be doing your typing. The place where the mouse is, in the middle, where you see the number lines, 56, 71, where the mouse is, I am moving the mouse. Please, can you say I'm moving the mouse?
Yes, sir.
Please, can you say I'm moving the mouse?
Yes, sir.
So that is your code editor. That's where you'll be doing your coding. That is your code editor. And it will also enable you to be debugging, making your corrections. So this center here is what you'll be doing your coding. Now on your left side, just a minute. Yeah, please. Please, just a minute. On your left side, where you can see the Explorer. On your left side, where you can see the Explorer. Okay, this is where I'm moving the mouse there. This is where you'll be choosing the items you want to work on. You see Open Editor, and then you see PU Project. I'll show you how to do some of these things. This is where you'll be choosing. That's why we say what? Explorer. The item where you'll be working on. By it, you see Explorer. You see various tools that you'll be using. So you want to control your source code. You want to search for an item. You want to run the program. This is where you'll be running the program. You want to add an extension. This is where you'll be adding the extension. And then you'll be choosing from here. Now, on the top there, you have some menu that you'll be working with. So if you want to run a program, you can come to run here and then choose what you want to do. If you want to debug the program, you can start your corrections here. You want to do some configuration. So basically, this is the interface where you'll be running your programs. Now, if you want to see the outcome of the program, you run it from your down right. There's a small panel there. You can also run your program from there. So this is the VS Code. This is the VS Code. This is the software we'll be using in our class to do our coding. Now, within the VS Code, so when you install and you want to add the Dutch programming language. This is what you do. I'm coming, just a minute. After installing the VS Code, if you want to add the Dutch programming language, this is what you do. You come to extension. Can you see where my mouse is? Have you seen where my mouse is? When you open your VS Code, you go to extension. Have you seen where my mouse is? At the left side.
Yeah.
I've put the mouse on extension. Have you seen it?
Yes.
When you click on it, come to the extension side. Click on extension. And then type that in the search machine, that. When you type that, D-A-L-T, and you enter, it will show you various that items. The very first one, you click on install. The very first, I have already installed it, so you see that. Then here, where the setting is, you see the other that, for example, that import, there's no install. But the very first one, that, you see, there will be installed here. You see the rest have installed. I hope you can see. Hello?
Yes, we can see.
You can see. So once you come to extension and then you tap that and you enter, the very first item that you see that, then you click on the install. Because I have installed mine already, that's why there's what settings there if I want to change. So when you click on install, it will activate the DAT for you. So that's how we add the DAT extension to your VS Code. Then you can start programming. So if you want to add that programming language to the VS Code, that's what to do. First, install the VS Code. Then after installing the VS Code, open it. When you open it, go to extension. And then click on extension, come to where the search is, tap that. When you click, you tap that and you enter. The very first item that you see that, click on what? Install. And then it will install this thing for you. That is all you have to do with what? With the Dutch programming. It will install it for you. Any question? I'm going to the next one. Any question? Any question?
No, sir.
So this is how we add the Dutch programming language to the VS Code. Just download the VS Code and then add the extension and you are ready to go. We'll start coding from next week. Now, so that's basically it. We've seen how to download the VS Code. We've seen how to add the Dutch extension. The next thing I want us to do, download the Android code and also install. Then the next thing I want us to do is how do we create a program here using the VS Code? How do we create a program? So we are going to go through the steps for creating a program. We are going to go through the steps for creating a program. Are we okay? If you want to create a Flutter program using that, this is what you do. First, after you've added the DAT extension to your VS Code, then this is what you do. Go to your command prompt. How do you go to your command prompt? So I'm coming. Let me show you the command prompt. Let me minimize the VS Code. And then let me maximize the command prompt. Or let me close it. Can you see my desktop? Or I should reshare. Can you see my desktop? Hello? Can you see my desktop?
Yes, sir, we can see.
You can see the desktop.
Yes.
Okay, so type CMD for your command prompt. So go to search. Go to search
So
and
please, we
type.
can't see the desktop. We can only see the code.
Oh, okay, so let me reshare the desktop, okay? Let me reshare the desktop. Can you see the desktop now? Hello?
Yes, sir, we can see it now.
Okay, so whatever I do on the desktop, can you see it? I'm shaking the mouse.
Yes, we can see.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you come to search at the status bar down there and look for your command prompt. We want to create a project. So look for a command prompt. Open the command prompt. Have you seen the command prompt?
Yes.
Is it showing?
Yes, sir, it's showing.
It's showing. Okay. When you open the command prompt, type the following first. When you open the command prompt, type, because I've installed that, or Flutter, I've installed the Flutter extension and that. At the command prompt, I'll come and type Flutter Doctor. Flutter Doctor. Have you seen I've typed Flutter Doctor? And then I'll enter. Now what the system is checking if indeed I've installed Flutter and everything is working in it. So let's wait more and see the outcome. So it's checking. So once you install your VS Code and then you install the Flutter installation, once you're able to do them, pardon, you are not seeing anything, it's not doing it to show. Are you seeing something showing?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the command prompt? It is showing something. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, or no, sir?
Yes, sir.
So you see that it will show, it will show the first one, Flutter, stable, it is installed. So it will show you all the tools that are available. So just relax, it will come. Relax, it will come. So it's checking my tools for me. Just relax, it is showing. The machine is slow, so it will take some time, but it will come. Okay. Let me share this thing again so that you see where. Okay, can you see the now look on the can you see the command prompt again? Please, can you see? Hello, can you see?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you see that I type Flutter Doctor and then it has checked and it's telling me everything is okay apart from Visual Studio. Please, I am not using Visual Studio. I'm rather using what? Visual Studio Code. Are you getting me? But apart from the Visual Studio, it said that everything is there that I need to use to work. Are we okay? So you see, Flutter is the Windows version is okay, Android version is okay, the Chrome is working, connected devices 3, network resources are available. I hope you are getting me. So it means that now I can start creating my project in Flutter. Now let's create a project. Let's create a project. How do we create a project, or how do we start coding in VS Code? So if you want to create a project or you want to code, this is what you do. This is what you do. I'm going to create a project for you people. Call, which name should I use? I have suggested a name. I'll call it Mobile App Development Class. Okay?
Perfect.
Pardon?
I said it's perfect.
Yes, I'm going to call it. I'll create a project called MAP, Mobile App MAD Class. MAD class, so that we see it. So this is what you do. You come to the prompt. Let me create this thing here. And then you type Flutter create. Flutter create. That means we are creating a new project. So create. Create. And what are we creating? We are creating MAD underscore class underscore. Okay, let me make it. MAD class underscore project. MAD class underscore project. So Flutter create MAD class underscore project. And then I enter. So when you type this command and you enter, to create the project for you. So it's creating the MAD class project. So the first thing you do, if you want to start coding, you code for a project, you type Flutter create, and then the name of the project, and then you enter. Please, the name of the project, there should not be any capital letter in it, okay? Everything should be in small letters. Everything you are creating should be in small letters. So it is creating it for you. Let's wait. Please, when you are installing the various software, make sure that the RAM size is more than 8 gig. Okay, 8, 16, the various to have enough RAM size. So the project has been created. After creating the project, check directory, go into the project. Go into the project. So I'll say CD, the name of the project is what? MAD class underscore project. So you change directly into the project so that you see that I am now in the class, in the project directory. So you see Dr. Agbeko / mad class underscore project. And then you run this code, Flutter run. You run this command, Flutter run. And then you enter. So once you enter this code, Flutter run and you enter, leave it here, close your command prompt, and then go back to pick your VS Code. So I'm going back to my VS Code. I'll show it to you, don't worry. Go back to your VS Code. So I'm going back to my VS Code environment. So I'm back to my VS Code. I hope you can see. Can you see my VS Code?
Yes, please.
Can you see?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
in the VS Code, go to file at the top there. And then when you go to file, click on open folder. And the file, click on open folder. And then in the open folder, look for the folder you've created. Remember, we created a project called what? Math class. Is that not it? So look for the math class project. It should be somewhere here. The math class project. MAD, right? So there it is. Have you seen it? There's a folder there called math class. Have you seen it? Can you see what I'm doing?
Yes.
You can see.
Yes.
Remember, on the command prompt, we created the math class project. So when you come to the VS Code and you go to file and then you click on open folder, there are a lot of folders there. So you click on the one you created, math class project. Click on it. Wait, go back. Click on the math class project and click on what? Select folder. So when you click on select folder, wait small. It will change the workspace for you. Wait. So you see that it is changing the user interface. The command prompt, the VS Code is changing. It will change the VS Code. It will change the VS Code. Now, when you change the VS Code, you see, can you see what I can see there? You see math class project. Have you seen it?
Yes.
It will change it to the math class project. Then if you want to start typing, you click on LIB. You see the LIB there. And the math class project, you see what? LIB. And then when you click on LIB, you see what? Main. And then you click on the main.dat. And then that's where you can start coding. So then you start coding here. So these are what we do to start a project. I'm going to go over again. And then I'll give you your assignment. And then you will see what will happen next week. Should I go over? Or
Yes,
you
sir.
can do it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me go over again.
No, sir, please go over.
Okay, so I'll go over again. We are going to create another project. We are going to create this project, Serial project, okay? Let's assume that all the steps you need, I'll put it on the elements. So if you go to topic 3, from slide number 40, from slide number 39, all the steps you need to install all the 4 setups, I'll put it there. Okay, so I've given you the step for installing the Visual Studio. I've given you the step for installing how to run the what? The Android Studio, and then the further installation. I've given you all the steps. So you just follow them and you can do it. So let's assume that we have installed all the 4 projects. Okay, let's assume that we have installed all the 4 tools. Visual Studio, we've done the Flutter extension, that extension and everything. And you want to start coding. What do? Open your command prompt. Open your command prompt.
Sir,
Yes.
please, after you install the DAT, what do you do again? Because my network is really slow, so I wasn't able
Okay,
to see
so
it.
after you've installed the DAT, in the Flutter, right? After you install that in the, you use the data extension, right? Is that the question you are using?
Yes, I just installed that.
In where did you install it?
In the VS Code, Visual
In
Studio
the
Code.
VS Code. Come out of
Yes.
the VS Code. Go to your command prompt.
Okay.
Come out from the VS Code and go to your command prompt.
Okay. I'm there.
I had your command prompt.
Yes, please.
Now type, just a minute. Type the following command, Flutter Doctor.
Yeah.
Have you typed it?
Yes.
Did he give you an outcome?
Please, it's loading.
Okay, so let it load and let's see.
Flutter is not recognized.
Okay, it means that you have not yet, you've installed the DAT, but you've not installed Flutter. So what you do is that download Flutter, okay?
Okay. So in the VS Code.
Go on. No. You do a new download, it not through the VS Code.
Okay.
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 So when I give you the slides, when you go to the element, the slides is there. Go to page 44 and 45. You see how to download the Flutter and install. Okay.
Okay.
So when you download the Flutter and you install, then you come back to issue the word, the Flutter
command.
Doctor, the command again, then to give you the system.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
Yes. So please, so the folder that you created, did you create a folder on the the desktop, or is the command prompt that you used to create the folder?
You create the folder in the command prompt, and then because Flutter is working, to pick it through the VS Code.
Okay.
I'm going to go over again. So please download Flutter, okay?
Okay.
And then on slide number 44 and 45, I give you the step to install the Flutter. You follow the step, it's very easy.
Okay.
Then after you've installed the Flutter, you've done everything, go back to the command prompt and type Flutter Doctor. For example, let me close this command prompt. I'm starting a new command prompt. Can you see my screen? Just a minute. So just a minute. So I am going to share the new command prompt from you. Just a minute. I'm sharing a new command prompt. Can you see it? Can you see the new command prompt?
Yes, sir.
I hope you can see the new command prompt.
Yes.
Okay, so after you download so look at it. First, you download the VS Code, and then you download the Flutter and you install. And then you go to the VS Code to do the data extension you have done. After that, come to the command prompt and type Flutter Doctor. Can you see what I'm doing? Flutter Doctor. To make sure that your Flutter is working. Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay, so you enter. So yeah, to check if your Flutter is working with the Flutter Doctor. So the command Flutter Doctor, you just checking if everything you have done is okay, and then you can go ahead and start using the system. Okay? So that's what you are doing now. You are checking if everything is okay. So let's give some time. If everything is okay, it will not tell you. If you've not installed the Flutter well, then when you click, you type Flutter Doctor, it will tell you that, oh, Flutter is not recognized. But if you follow the step of my slide, 44 and slide number 44 and 45, and you follow it well, when you come to the command prompt and you issue Flutter Doctor, it will show you everything as it is showing. So let's read small. Let's read small. Just relax, it will come. So you see it is checking. So it's checking. So it is checking. So the frater doctor checks if you've installed the frater and everything is working. Anything that is not working, to tell that it is not there. But you must download the frater and install it before you come and do this check here. So the frater doctor is working, right? So we are done with the frater doctor. Now the next thing you do is we are come to create a project. You can only code in the project. If you want to develop your application, you must develop it within a project. You must develop it within a project. And you start from your command prompt. You start from your command prompt. So I'm going to, I hope you can see my command prompt. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to create a project. I'll call it Seiram project. I'll call it Seiram project. So I'll say frater create. And then the name of the project is Seiram. Seiram _ project. PRJCT or whatever. You can give whatever name you want, but there should not be any capital letter in the name of the project. I hope you can see. I have typed project frater create Seiram project. Have you seen it? Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you can see, then you enter. And then you wait to create the project for you. That's the first thing you do. You create the project. And the steps are there. They are on my slide, on my PDF, 48, page 48 and 49. You can follow and create your project. I'll give you the step one by one. So it is creating the project for me, Seiram project. On the command prompt, that's where we are starting from. It is creating the Seiram project. So you say your application code is in Seiram project library main.dat. Have you seen it? Now, after creating this one, close your command prompt and come back to your VS Code. Close the command prompt. And then launch your VS Code. So I'm closing. So I'm going to go back to my VS Code. So I'm sharing the VS Code again. So I'm back on the VS Code. Can you see it? Can you see
No,
it?
yeah. No. Yes, we can see now.
Now, know that currently I'm in a project called what? The MAD class project. But I just created one for what? Seiram. Look at the top. What can you see there? MAD class project. Look at the Explorer. Open editor. At your right side, top. Have you seen the Explorer at the top? At your left side, sorry. Left side, top. Have you seen Explorer?
Yes.
And it will see what? Open editors. Have you seen it? Have you seen open editors? Hello, can you see?
Yeah, we can see.
And the open editors, what can you see? Math class project, right? Have you seen the math class project?
Yes, sir.
But that's not what we created. We just created Seiram. So I need to go and pick the serial project. That's what we need. We need the serial project. So what do I do to pick the serial project? You click on file. I have clicked on file. Can you see I have clicked on file?
Yes, sir.
Can you see it?
Yes.
And then you go to open folder. And the file, you see open folder. So you click on it. It will open this folder for you. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Which project did I just create? What's the name of the project I just created? In the command prompt.
Telegram.
Serial. So you look for serial. Let's look for serial. Can you see serial project?
Yes, sir.
Where am I? I'm in the VS Code, right?
Yes, sir.
Where did I create the serial project? Where did I create it?
TMD.
Where did I create the serial project? Where?
The command prompt.
The command prompt, but now I'm picking it in where? The VS Code. So you click on serial project, and then you click on select folder. Look down there. You can see cancel. You see select folder. Have you seen it?
Yes, sir.
So you click on select folder, and then you wait. It will change from the previous project to serial. So wait, it will change it. So it has changed. Let's go back to the interface. Look at the Explorer. Have you seen the Explorer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen the Explorer?
Yeah.
Have you seen opened editor?
Yeah.
Editors?
Yeah.
What can you see under open editors?
Serial project.
Serial project. So we pick it. Then under serial project, you can click on LIB. Down there, you see LIB. Have you seen LIB?
Yeah.
As a library, click on it. When you click on it, the drop-down menu will come. Click on LIB. And then you see main.dat. 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 Click on it, and then your interface will change to the main. And then that's where, so now you go to the editor at the middle, you see the name there. You see void main, and then that's where you start typing your code. I hope you've seen it now.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Please, the Flutter downloading. I was
Uh-huh.
following the process, but it's showing here.
Did you download? Did you go to? Are you using the tools I provided? Or the,
Yes, please.
okay, so let's go.
It's showing uninstall SDK.
Yes, because there's something you must do that you have not done. Let me help you do it once and for all. You've downloaded this thing, the zip, right? The zip file.
The what?
The Flutter downloading. Have you downloaded the SDK?
No.
What are you doing now? Please, what are you doing now?
Sir, I was downloading the Flutter. So I
The
just got
Flutter
to realize.
SDK, right?
Yes.
Has it finished downloading?
No, I'm not having the zip file.
You are not have no, so let it finish downloading to give you the zip file. Let it finish downloading.
So nothing is showing like download.
Are you on the internet? Then check your internet too.
Sir, please, can I share my screen so that you see?
Okay, share it and let me see.
Oh, okay.
Share it and let me see.
Okay.
Let me stop my share and share yours. So I'll stop my share and share yours.
Okay. Okay, sir. Sir, please, can you see?
Yeah, so Flutter. Okay, so which one are you downloading?
So you see, it's showing uninstall SDK.
No, but you have not finished downloading. So finish downloading. Go to your download. Go to your download.
Download is not showing here.
No, go to your this thing. What do you call it? Download is not showing. Then wait, I'm coming. Wait. You see quick download, quick start. No, this is not it. This is not where you should come. Wait, I'm coming. It just give you information. Look, go to your LMS. Go to the LMS.
Yeah.
Are you on the LMS? Log into your LMS. Your school LMS. Log into the LMS.
Okay. So I'm in.
You are in.
Yeah.
Log in. You see
We
mobile
have
app
logged in already.
development. Go to mobile app development. Go to topic 3. You see the first part. Topic 3 dot PDF. Open it or download it and open it.
Let's release it.
Okay. Go to slide number 44. Go. Move to 44.
44.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen Flutter on 44? What can you see there? Flutter installation Windows, right?
Yes.
Have you seen the URL?
Yes.
Can you copy it and send it to your distance and then enter and let's see? That is http flutter.dev/document/get-started/install/windows.
Okay. Let me.
Put it on there.
Let me hide. How can I even hide this? I'm not seeing the top of the screen.
So you do it. You can't say. On share as and finish and share as back.
Okay.
On share as, leave share, and then copy and paste and then do it. But since we cannot see, be talking so that if you have any issue, I can let you.
Okay.
So when you copy the https flutter.dev.get-started-install/window, paste it on the URL. And then enter and let's see.
So this one, if I tap on it, it will take me to the URL. Like it will take me to the browser.
Straight to where you can download.
Yes, so this is where this is the place showing.
Okay, go show me back this to share.
Okay.
Share back the page.
So it will take me here.
Okay, when it take you there, have you seen document?
No,
and
I
that
can't
document, look for get started. Or you see quick start.
Quick start. This is quick start.
Okay, click on it. Okay. Look for that. Look for install.
Install and set up Flutter.
Yes, install and set up Flutter. You see
download manually.
Yes. Have you clicked on download manually?
So it's not clicking.
Or you should click. It's a hyperlink. Click on the icon there.
No, I think install Flutter manually. This.
Okay, so click on it. What is it telling you?
So nothing is showing.
Click on install Flutter manually. Click on Windows. Okay, click on Windows.
Okay. I'm clicking on the Windows, but still.
No, it
Scroll
should show.
down, scroll down, scroll down.
Okay, this is it. This is the last one.
Go up a
Wait.
bit.
It's telling you download. Well, scroll down. Let me see something. Scroll down. It say what? Download prerequisite. Take your time. Install Git for Windows. Download this thing, Git. So I think you have to download Git first. No, but then, okay, look that download Visual. Wait. Download Visual Studio to quickly install Flutter. Then so and so. Click on this install so and so. And click on it. Let's see.
This is it.
You have click on it.
Yes, please.
And you start downloading.
Let me check the download. No, nothing
Go
is
to your
downloading.
download and let's see.
So I'll download here.
Click on it and let's see. And then click on Windows. It should be downloading.
Yes, it's downloading.
Okay, so let it finish downloading and let's see. Let me follow the steps there. Are you finished downloading?
No, please.
Okay, so still downloading, right?
No.
Still downloading, not finish.
Yes, still downloading.
Okay, so you relax.
Okay.
I still downloading, so relax. I'm here, so still downloading, so let's relax. Now we go through together, okay?
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Please, while the thing download, I also have a question here. I'm a bit confused.
Please ask me.
It's about page 44, the Flutter installation.
Yes.
When you look at the step 5, step 4 to step 5. Step 4
Yes.
says go to drive C.
On
And
your machine, yes.
Yes, and step 5 also says open
There is
SRC folder.
a folder on your drive C called SRC.
I can't find mine.
Look for it. Let me see. There should be a folder there called SRC source. Especially the new this thing. Let me see. It's there. Just a minute. It should be there. It's there. You go to your drive C.
Mine is not you. I don't have it.
No, I'm checking. Mine is there, source, SRC. Which computer are you using?
HP.
Check. Okay, so check. Give me the list of the folders in drive C. Give me the list. Now you have your machine.
Okay. I have Intel, local storage, OneDrive, perf logs, program files, 86, program data, SAD log, users, Windows, and XAMPP.
Have you downloaded the Flutter yourself?
Yes.
You've downloaded Flutter?
Yes.
And you cannot see source because it is on my machine. Go to program data and let him see.
Program data.
Or look for source. Type, search for SRC on the search button and let's see.
Okay.
SRC. Because it should be there. It should be on drive C. I have mine here.
Okay, the one I have here is dealing with XAMPP. It's in the XAMPP folder.
We have source there. XAMPP.
Yes.
Open it and let's see. Can you see Flutter there?
No.
Tap Flutter. Search for Flutter and let me see. If you have downloaded Flutter, search for Flutter.
Yeah, I've searched for it.
It is in what folder?
I downloaded in the download folder, the Flutter. I've extracted it.
You've extracted it?
Yes.
So you have extracted the Flutter from the downloads folder?
Yes.
And you cannot see SRC in your drive C?
No.
Then why? Because my machine, you can see SRC here. Just a minute, let me check another machine and see. Wait, I'm coming. Okay. Okay, wait, let's do something. Let's try it. You've extracted the Flutter, right?
Yes.
So go to your drive C and see if you see Flutter there.
No, it's not here. Can't find it here. Yeah.
Wait. In which drive did you unzip, extract the Flutter?
Downloads.
And you extracted it. Okay, create a folder in drive C.
Okay.
Call it Flutter and put your extracted Flutter in it.
Okay.
Get a folder in drive C and put your extracted Flutter in it.
Okay.
Have you done it?
Yeah, it's copying.
It's copy. Put it in it.
Yeah.
Have you finished copying?
It's about 2 gig, 3 gig, so it's now moving.
Okay, so when you finish, tell me so that I'll give you the
Okay.
next instruction.
Okay.
The other one, downloading. Are we done with the downloading?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, please, can you see my screen?
Pardon?
Please, can you see my screen?
No, let me recapture it. I went up, so okay. So it has finished downloading, right?
No, it's done downloading.
It's done downloading. Okay,
Yes.
so go to your download. Go to your download on your machine. Leave this environment. Go to your download on your machine and extract the Flutter. Extract it.
Okay.
Go to download and look for Flutter. Okay. Open it and let me see. Oh yeah, is it on a zip file?
Sir, this is it.
So open it. Is it on a zip file?
No.
Then open it and install. Yes, say I accept and install. Yes.
Yes.
Run it.
Sir, how about this one?
Where?
Yeah.
Oh, just run it. Look at it. I can't see well, so what have they written there? Choose all the options. Choose all the options.
Okay.
No, okay, and then click on next. Choose all the options and run.
Okay.
Okay. The other guy. Hello, the other guy. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Steven.
Sir.
Did you go back to your download? When you extracted it, did you install it?
No.
Okay, install it like your brother is doing. Install it and let's see. Steven, share your screen with me as well. Okay, let your brother finish. Let me finish with him and then we'll come to you. Guy, are you done?
Yes, please.
Okay. Now that you have installed her, hello, are you here with me?
Yeah, hello.
Okay, so let's make it work. Go to your drive C. Go to your drive C. Your PC drive C. Can you see source? SRC there.
Source.
SRC is not there, right?
Yes.
It's not there. Go to your program file. Go to drive C. Drive C. And then go to drive C. PC. Drive C.
Drive C. So I can't see drive C here.
Oh, go open your PC. Open your PC.
That's what you are inside.
C.
So you are in drive C.
It.
Okay. Look for program files.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Open program file. Look for Flutter. Is that there?
No, I'm coming. I'm checking it.
Flutter should be somewhere else before M.
No, Flutter is not here.
Go back to drive C.
Okay.
Go back to drive C. How many
another program file is here?
I'll open that one to let me see.
Okay, I've opened it.
Look for Flutter. It's not there also.
No.
Oh, so
Flutter is not here too.
But where did you put the Flutter? But if you install. Click on filter on your search button and let me see.
Sir, please, it's just loading.
Yeah, I'm looking at. I'm on your screen. I'm with you.
Okay.
Nartey is showing.
Yes.
Start your command prompt. Restart the machine and start your command prompt.
Okay.
Restart your machine.
Then I have to stop sharing.
Stop sharing and restart your machine. Steven,
Okay.
Yeah.
have you finished the downloading? Have you finished the
Yes.
installation?
Yes.
Restart the machine and let's see. Once
Okay.
if you install, restart the machine.
Okay.
If you restart the machine and log in, let me know so that we go on. Yes, Ima. Who is ready? Emmanuel or who is ready?
I'm now extracting.
You are now extracting.
Yeah.
Steven,
So the machine is restarting.
I'm sure when you restart, we'll see the source SRC, then we continue. Okay. Either
Okay.
we'll see the SRC, or when we go to do one of the program files, we'll see Flutter there. Then we continue from there. Because we must set the environment variable, and then we are done. If not, Monday we have another class, then we can sort it out. Okay?
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Please, what we downloaded is not Flutter. It's showing here Visual Studio Code user setup.
No. We are looking for. So what you downloaded is the Visual Code. Visual Studio Code, right?
Yes, but I already have the Visual Studio Code on my machine.
So we are looking for the Flutter, and I give you the URL for the Flutter. Please
Yes.
look for Flutter, Google Flutter, and let's see if you can get the SDK for Flutter and download.
Okay.
Let's go to Google and type Flutter. Flutter
Okay.
SDK.
Install Flutter.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
You Google Flutter SDK.
Yes. And I'm still here. Where it came first?
You are still there. Where you came first?
Yes.
There should be Flutter somewhere there. Show me your screen.
Okay.
There will be Flutter somewhere.
This is it.
Okay. I think you are not doing something right somewhere. Please go to custom setup. Are you there on custom setup?
Yes, please.
You see install with VS Code recommended, right?
Yes. This is it. Install is VS Code.
That's what we downloaded.
No, this is not what we downloaded first.
Okay, click on it. Let's see. Or click on install manually. Okay, let's choose the manual one first.
Okay.
Okay, click on it. That's what we did.
Yeah, this is what we did first.
And it came with the VS Code. Go back.
Yes.
Go back. Wait, I'm coming. Just give me a few minutes. I'm coming, okay? Just a few minutes. So Flutter SDK. Just a minute. Who is there? Please. And let's check this. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay. So go back to your Google. Go back to your Google and type install Flutter SDK. Or install Flutter SDK. Flutter SDK.
This is.
Have you done it? You see
Yes.
under install Flutter, you see install manually.
Yes.
Click on install manually. Open it in another window. Yeah, it will bring you to this side, right?
Yes.
Scroll down. You see install and set up Flutter. Have you seen it?
So this one.
Yes. Download that one and let's see.
Okay.
I should download that one and let's see. Is it downloaded? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, download it and let's see. Now, as it is downloading, go to your drive C.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yes.
And then go to users. Are you there?
So I don't have users in the drive C.
Master, your
Okay.
drive C.
Jesus.
Are you there?
I've seen it.
Are you in users? Can you see your name there? And the users, can you see your
Yes.
name? Open your name.
Pardon?
Can you see your name and the users?
Yes.
What is there?
I just opened it. This is it.
And the users, this is what you can
We
see.
have. Yes.
Create a folder there. Create any folder for yourself.
Okay. So I can name it like any name or
Anything, you can put your name there or whatever. Or you can put it any name there.
okay. This is it.
Everything it. So when you finish downloading, you copy you unzip it and copy the file and put it there, okay?
So you said?
When it finish downloading, what you are
Oh,
currently
shit.
downloading.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? Can you
Yeah,
hear
I
me?
can hear you now.
What you are currently downloading,
Yes.
it's coming in the form of a zip, right?
Hello?
I said that what you are
Sir?
currently is coming in the form of a zip.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So unzip it, go to the download, unzip it, copy it and put it in this new folder you have
Okay.
created.
Okay. It's still downloading.
Okay, so let it finish downloading and let's see.
Okay.
Okay, do you know something?
Oh.
All of those of you who are downloading, I think it's fast time. I don't want to waste time. Finish the downloading, and then tomorrow evening,
Yes.
around this time, call me so that we can do it, okay, together and see if you can install, okay?
So you said tomorrow what?
Evening around this time, call me so that we can meet on Google Meeting. Those of you
Okay.
who want to install,
Okay,
or
sir.
follow the
Okay.
step I've provided and install, okay?
Okay, sir.
Are
Okay.
we okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but then those of you are still there, but if you want us to see, let's go on and finish. But then I don't want us to waste the time of the others. It's because it is past time. This is still downloading, so you extra spreadsheet and let it finish downloading. So class, let's call it a day. And all those who have issues, be calling me so that we'll be doing it together. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Are we okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you for coming. If you have issue, you can take my number from Stephen and then call me and they'll be doing it. Okay. Before next week. By next week, everybody must install his fighter and all the tools. Are we okay?
Yes, sir.
I've given you an assignment. The assignment is that by next week, all the 16 or 17 of you must have the various tools installed. Are we okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You have seen the assignment?
Yes.
Yeah, so by next week, all of you must have your tools installed on your computer so that we can start the programming. Thank you for coming. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Now, if you have any issues, you can call me so that we solve it. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Sefa. Sefa.
Papa,
Abi, you two they do am.
me then you did the same line of.
Everybody download the files already. You did.
It will download them or extract them, but how to install it is becoming problem.
What
This be the one you download. Maybe this one you download.
Same thing I downloaded. I also downloaded the same thing.
Yeah.
So,
Nah.
so how you go manna reach the man make he show us?
I will go call and then we schedule a Google Meet meeting. Then we it will show us for
So you
online.
go fit call him when? So
Make you
when you
go
go
bring
call
some
him?
money, make I take you through. Make you contribute to a buy data so say you go do am.
We hear, boss.
So we will get in touch. Let's all go and watch tutorials.
So Sefa, if anything to make we know.
I hear Papa.
But next week we are not meeting, but the man said we are meeting.
Which man?
Or as the man they talk say next week.
I mean if you can't teacher, or you know go come.
Me, I just the bed today serve then the teacher bed. Later I can't realize say something they go on.
Me I go offline. Bye. Abandon me.
I mean, who's still there?